Welcome back to another episode of the Realistic RTG. Thank you very much for your support on this save. We're loving life at Bradford right now and hopefully going to push further on towards a potential playoff as a minimum finish this season in the Championship. This is the first time I've had the chance to record since I made the boo-boo. Friday's episode went live at midnight, not 3 p.m. because I forgot to change the time when scheduling it. So if you missed an episode somewhere in the past couple, that's why. It did go live just 15 hours earlier than it was supposed to. So yesterday's episode was going live at 3 p.m, but Friday's went live at midnight. So if you did miss an episode, do go and check episode 3, I believe it was, as this is going to be episode 5 of this 6th season. Our first two games today are against the bottom two sides, who so far this season are having a rotten time, with 5 points and 6 points between them. Peterborough and Bolton respectively, and if you combined their results, they'd still be in the relegation zone and second bottom. So they're really not having much fun at all. We then play 18th place QPR, 12th place Watford, and wherever they are, Stoke. 8th place Stoke as well today, but it's pretty straightforward as to which ones we sim. So without wasting any further time, I am just going to jump straight in. Thank you very much for your support in the comment section, by the way. Obaid is on the board behind me as he's joined the Patreon at the VIP tier as well. So thank you for that, Obaid. Going to add you into the save once I finish this recording. Then saying thank you to Red and Black Dress on the board behind me and Mr. Dr. Professor Ponytail, whose username gave me a little bit of a chuckle when I saw it in the comment section. So he's up on the board as well. 10 goals in 12 matches for Will Lancashire and 9 assists in 10 matches for Canadu. Again, the striker role and inside forward role with this team are proving very, very fruitful indeed. So, to the sim we go, and hopefully 3 points we shall get. Drop the video a like, subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss out on any more, regardless of whether I forget to schedule it at 3 p.m. or midnight. And hopefully a win on the way. Hopefully 2 wins on the way. Hopefully 5 wins on the way. Lanks is in the box. Good save. Corner. A goal at the end of the half, maybe. It's been a bit of a dud one thus far. But if we can take a 1-0 lead in at the break, which we nearly did, then we'd have been very happy. We haven't, but they were the only chances of the game so far. So there's hopefully more to come from this one in the second half. He's getting a little bit tired out on the right-hand side there, Lucas Stevenson. Hopefully fresh legs will be enough to see us win this game. And Carles Alenia grabs us the first goal of it in the 79th minute. That might be that. It's a decent counter-attack and he's in and equalises. Aaron Collins races away. And in the 88th, of course, Bolton grabbed themselves a point. They'd won 2 games and drawn none and lost 10 prior to this game. So, of course, they get their first draw of the season against me. Boos from the home fans. Slightly uncalled for, but obviously I feel like we should have done better. They were actually up in 5th after that, presumably because we played a game more. Yeah, Swansea can go back above us with a win. Stoke could go back above us or go above us with a win. It's very tight at the minute, but the top 3 are uncatchable, and such is the strength of the Premier League. The 3 promoted sides, 3 relegated sides, sorry, looking likely of being the only 3 sides challenging for the top spots. Saints unbeaten so far, but only 2nd in the league. Peterborough next. I don't think we'll make any changes then. The side that at the time were beating Bolton will hopefully go and fully beat Peterborough and actually see it through this time. Mothersill leads the line for them now, as of course previously their lead line striker, Patreon player Marcus, has left. Light injury to Canadu here, which is not ideal. I will let him play on for the time being and see how he gets on. Oh, he very nearly set up Giovanni for a goal there. If his match rating starts to significantly drop, then we will take him off. But if it's only a light injury, he should be able to power through that, and hopefully that plaster symbol will disappear. Good, 1-0 Peterborough. Lovely. Just handing out presents to everybody at the bottom of the table. Don't worry about it. There you go. The plaster symbol's disappeared. He's fine. I'm not, though, because we're bloody losing to Peterborough. Simulator games are just a pain in the arse these days, aren't they? They just... You never win. You very rarely win them. And we're 2-0 down now. Mothersill with another. Why? I don't get it. We've got a side that are definitely better than theirs. And a side that were definitely better than Bolton's as well. Just the A things in, and he's got a bloody third from 40 yards. It is what it is. I literally don't have the time to play every game, nor do the audience have the want to watch every game in enough numbers. The only numbers we care about at the minute are the fact that Peterborough's got a bloody hat-trick with Mothersill. And this is why simulated games are rubbish, but unfortunately there is no alternative for the content. It just is what it is. 3-1. Maybe it's not over yet. Although the first half is. Lancashire, Canado. Oh, he's offside. Oh, I thought we were going to have the comeback of comebacks there. It's still 3-1, not 3-2. And despite all of the pressure, it looks like we're probably, definitely, going to friggin' lose this. Nothing says playoff charge, like 1 point from a potential 6 against the bottom 2 sides in the division. Brannigan is now 70 rated again. I don't understand anything about what's going on right now. I know there'll be those in the comments that are like, well, just play every game, Ches, or I'll watch every game. I know. It's purely a content decision and a real-life time decision. That is why we do things the way that we do. Sometimes they'll go for us. Most of the time of the minute they go against us. But that just means I have to work extra hard in my played games to ensure that we get the results that we need. Bottom of the table, Peterborough 3, Bradford City 1. Watford with their weird formation again. We put 6 past them last time. I can't remember if there was a red card involved or not. I think it was just their terrible defensive line, wasn't it? So maybe there's a chance to do that again. Iker Alvarez in goal. I'd forgotten until I actually saw their lineup. Iker Alvarez in goal. Santiago Sosa, João Ferreira, who actually we looked at potentially as a maybe potential signing. Matty Pollock at centre-back as well. Vata, Duomo, Lauza and Chekvatadze with Dumbia and Kayembe sat behind Aaron Connolly. They've got options on the bench that are all right, but nothing that's sensational. So Watford there for the taking. We've had to rotate a little bit because of the fixture list. So Cherlanov, Wadsworth, Scanlon and Flint and Hope are into the 11 for this one. It was always going to generate a mixture of feedback, mixture of responses. But hopefully the fact that we're still challenging for promotion at least helps justify it in some regard. Giovanni, Wadsworth. They've left Giovanni alone, so we'll go again. Never mind. I'll have that. And then out there is Darko Cherlanov. Well, it's a dream start. A Watford gift of a goal. Is that the start of things to come for a second time against the Hornets? Maybe. Away from home, we lead by a goal to 0. Thanks, lads. You can see their defensive line dropping deep again. And if he doesn't get that interception in, that's 2-0. We might be having a field day against Watford for a second time, everybody. Moving forward, if it is that case for the whole game, and we do have a similar result again, every time we play Watford moving forward, that will be an instant simmer, and we will never play them whilst they have this formation, because quite frankly, it looks like it just doesn't work with FCIQ. It's onside here, Lancashire just, I thought. No is the answer. So Giovanni, they've just got no midfield, and then the defence is so deep. As long as you do the right thing at the right time and don't rush it, it is a simple break them apart. FCIQ is great in theory, but the execution has been a little bit off this year. Good save. And another gift. Thank you. That wasn't anything to do with FCIQ or the formation. That's just pure stupidity from their goalkeeper. 2-0. Giovanni. Out wide. Wadsworth's gone again. Oh, Slankshire. Slankshire, apparently. 3-0. Quite frankly, I think we did this last time, didn't we, against Watford? We might just simulate the rest from the interactive sim. Annoyingly, Yeah, we will never play Watford again, or, as was suggested in chat, which is probably the better thing to do, I'll just manually change their formation to something that actually works. Last time I think we changed at 5, and then made it 6 in the interactive sim. Changed at 3, and already we've made it 4 in the interactive sim. So even if I'm in control or I'm not in control, it doesn't work for Watford. 4-0 the final result. Thank you, Watford, for the 3 points. Ta very much. Brentford win again. Sunderland lose. I think that's probably a good thing for us. We're back in the playoffs as well, which is obviously a good thing for us. So despite some iffy results, it's not actually harmed our promotion challenge. And despite the changeover in playing staff in the summer, we're having a better season this year than we did last. So all in all, I think I'm happy. Still, the top 3 are the top 3 and are going to be uncatchable. 16 points off the top spot after just 15 games. Those front 3 are absurd. And that effectively is... you've literally not played, so don't let it go to your head, pal. It's a sign that when we get to the Premier League, even if we've got players that are 2 or 3 ratings higher than they currently are, still going to be very difficult to stay up. But hopefully we'll get there for next year. International break and then Queen's Park Rangers. Murphy Cooper in goal for QPR as they play a 4-2-3-1. Kenneth Parle at right back with Liam Morrison, Noah Sutton, a youth academy player, and Ziad Larkesh at left back. Sam Field and Elijah Dixon Bonner in CDM, with Daniel Benny on the right, Elias Chair on the left, Nicholas Matheson on the central attacking midfielder position before Jean Sellar up top. Obviously on the bench are all right, but nothing sensational really. So if ever there was going to be a straightforward win today, albeit Bolton and Peterborough should have been, this one absolutely will be, he says, potentially jinxing himself, but such is my confidence against them, and apparently the referee didn't even see that as a foul, looking for Canadu over the top, but the pass is waylaid. How was that not even a foul, ref? What are you on? Corner ball. Elenya on it. Float it. And we can't get there. Lawal should win this. Why he's decided to do a squat before the ball gets there, though, is completely beyond me. Look for Canadu. Spin. Look for Lancashire. Elenya, I couldn't quite pull the trigger quickly enough. There's just not enough room in the box there with so many defenders around. This ref doesn't like to give fouls for anything. He's so lenient. That was definitely a foul as well. Less so than the QPR one earlier, but definitely still a foul. Lovely turn by Carles Elenya, finding Giovanni, looking for the run through the gap. Doesn't quite work. I nearly got very lucky, but QPR in the end are the lucky ones. Elenya, get off me. I like Carlos Elenya. He's given me Pablo Hernandez in the lead save. Ennis Bardi in the RTG... Not Ennis Bardi, what was his name? It was Ben Osborne in the RTG last year vibes. Nearly an own goal there for QPR. It's Cooper. It's diverted past his own goalkeeper, but the keeper dealt well with it. Sorry, Cooper is the goalkeeper. The defender nearly knocked it past Cooper. It's just all constant Bradford action. But the goal won't come yet. Canadu wins the header well there again. Elenya will deliver for the second time, at least as far as I can recall. Despite all of the attack in the opening 22 minutes, still 0-0. Wait for the... Oh, God, I thought it was just going to play a simple through ball. I don't know why we keep leaving just 2 men back from a corner, but it is really dangerous. Good ball into Matheson. Strike, well saved. I'll go for a throw. He's not going to get there, so I'll save my stamina with Adaramola. Where are you going? Oh, that was probably the obvious one, to be fair, wasn't it? And Matheson. And Sellar. And Elias Chair, good block. Could have fallen for Sellar, didn't. Benny's had a good goal or two against us previously in this save as well. And Bergstrom denying him another one. The tide is turning again here in this one. Delivery up and away and cleared. Nice. Go on then, Giovanni. Away we go. Counter-attack of our own. Looking for Canadu. He's got the legs. Go on, lad. Stretch him. Stretch him. And 1-0. Up the chickens. Nice swept ball. It was meant for the left back. Never mind. Lancashire looking to spin his man. And then find some support. Edge of the box. Alenia on his left. Good touch. Oh, and the keeper just didn't know what he was doing there. The fact that he was so nonchalantly just turned and walked towards him made me think it was going wide. But I thought the trajectory of the ball was decent. Turns out the trajectory of the ball was decent. Into the back of the net and 2-0. Questions asked about Murphy Cooper there. Unfortunately, can't see him from this replay angle, but he just wasn't anywhere near it. To be fair, even if he'd have dived, he wouldn't have got there. 2-0. Giovanni pumps it out wide. Nod that down. Drill it forward. This is building nicely. Alenia Canado holds off the man well. Lancashire. Oh, outside the post and a whisker away from 3. We're definitely going to get the win here. He's puffing out his cheeks there, and rightly so. I feel like that really should have been game over. Find the bottom corner. And we're definitely getting 3 points from this one. Oh, although the keeper makes another good save, just concentrating on what I was doing there. Lowell will deliver the corner. Underneath it is Stevenson. That will fall eventually to Giovanni and, well, hooked away from a certain third by the defender on the line. That was definitely going in. Stevenson will deliver. Ford looking to sneak in at the back post. Can't get there. Can we win that with Canadu? No. Can Ford get to that? No. Can Giovanni get to that? Yes. But he's only found a defender. Sella. Short to Bonner. Done well to force his way through there. And they've pulled one back. Slightly fortuitous, but you could say the same about some of our goals against Watford, couldn't you? 2-1 in the game. Time to make a change and try and hold on to this. It's opening up for them. Sella. Leonardo Ramola. Still. Good block. QPR pushing. They want this equaliser. I am determined to deny them. Morgan on for Field. Delivered well. Dangerous. Cleared well, though. And with 20 to go, we hold on to our lead. Morgan. Mr. Madsen. Over the top. Longos to win this. Every faith in him. Clark. Yep. Clark. He's turned into a chicken, apparently. Clark. I know we're called the Bantams, but bloody hell, it's taking it a bit far if we start clucking on the pitch. Clark steps in, and we do get the 2-1 win. Deary me, something's gone to my head, hasn't it? 3 points, back-to-back victories. Camera flying the drone straight into the chair to break it. Middlesbrough beat Stoke, and the rest are yet to kick off. We are 6th as we head towards the game against Stoke in just 2 days' time. It's a busy period. Cherlinov we've changed to a right winger, and he's actually up to 75 now with that. So you're welcome, Burnley. I purely did that just to try and get a bit more out of some simulator games with him, and turns out could work very well. No intention of purchasing him, so it's not going to affect any potential valuation on our side. It's exactly the reason why I'm not training Will Lancashire, because if I do and he gets better, then his valuation's going up, and I want to make the purchase at as minimal price as I possibly can. We're definitely going to have to rotate for this next game against Stoke, though, aren't we? That's for sure. 6th versus 9th. We've got a bit of a gap below, and hopefully we can make it a bit more if we win this next one too on Monday night. Right, Stoke is actually a Tuesday night, but it's not cold and wet and at Stoke. It's just at home. Victor Johansson in goal for them. Preciado, Hughes, Coppola and Buccat as their back for them. Diego Coppola is a decent signing for them to go alongside Charlie Hughes, who's a centre-back we've had our eye on and will continue to have our eye on for the short distance in the future as well. Walter Berger alongside Benjamin Berrios. Then Manhoef on the right, Bajanho on the left as usual, as Aramani at Cam. But they've got Arkadiusz Milik as striker now. They've brought in a new high-rated striker. Previously it was just Niall Ennis at 68 and our former striker Moylan at 69 rated. So they've improved. But have they improved enough? We're rotated for this one. Cherlinov, Wadsworth, Scanlon, Flint and Hope in. It's actually raining, to be fair, here against Stoke. So it is a rainy game against Stoke. And it will probably be cold as well, considering it's the end of November. But can they do it on a rainy, cold Tuesday night in Bradford? I hope not, but they're a decent side, having a good season. But we're the ones currently higher in the table, and we would very much like to still be the ones higher in the table at the end of the game. Lual gets it off him. I think we might have picked up Lual from Stoke. So, again, against his former club here, I think. That's a nice ball to Wadsworth. And Ford is out wide. Not Wadsworth. It was Lancashire, Wadsworth. Cherlinov, good save. Drill it back in. Oh, tried to find Lancashire with the first time ball. It just didn't quite work, unfortunately. First real chance of the game after 25 minutes. It's been that kind of fixture, as you might expect. It's been more like old school Stoke than anything else, really. Long balls forward and a lot of aerial play. The other side trying to play some football, but just getting bullied out of it. Not really much of a visual spectacle, this game. That's a poor tackle, and, well, that's not really much of an advantage, is it, ref, to be honest? I think I'd like the free kick, please. Well in, Scanlon. Ford. Maybe a decent run. Shaq. He has done. Oh, why? Why would you just ignore the man I've clearly passed that ball to? Oh, my God. What a chance for an opening goal. Lancashire on his own on the edge of the box, and it's made him run over the top of it so it can go to the guy on the far wing. Oh, that could have been, arguably would have been, 1-0 Bradford. Is there a foul in there? No, there's a ball. Cherlinov. Somehow I've been able to turn there. Got the shot away. I was supposed to quickly go to Lancashire. Oh my God, nothing's really going right today, is it? Till now! No, it's still not going right today. Bradford 0, Stoke 0, continually. Brannigan, Clark-Adore, looking for Cherlinov, quickly round the corner. Lancashire, Cherlinov. Oh, what a goal it would have been had it found the back of the net, but it hasn't. And play continues, still at 0-0 here. Brilliant interlinking play between Lancashire and Cherlinov, but sadly the goal just didn't materialise. Can Flint win this header? Yes. And Lowell will find Odor. Odor has Lancashire. I daren't sprint now, because the ball just keeps skipping away from me. Brannigan. Clutch Clark. Oh, that's just poor from me. Bad decision making. Brandon's going to step in there, though. He's done well there. I want to try and get it around the corner to Odor, but he's just kind of mirroring the movement of the midfielder, meaning that he's always just stood bloody behind him. Lowell get forward. Quickly to Cherlinov. Cherlinov in turn. And then lose the ball. Good. Win this header, please, Josh. Well up, lad. Find a teammate with it, though, Josh. Christ's sake. Ford's going to get there. Lancashire early out of his feet. Odor's going to get to this. It's just one of those scrappy games that in the end is going to end 0-0. Oh, what a painful game of football to play that was. A point apiece between two of the sides chasing for the playoffs. But that was not really of real top end of the table quality, that fixture, to be completely honest. Sunderland beat Bolton. West Brom got a victory in there as well. It's seen us drop to 6th now in the table. That's still a playoff position. However, Birmingham are within 3 points of us with a game in hand, although goal difference is +3 in our favour. The top three continually pulling away. We have all three of those teams in a row in a couple of episodes' time, so not really looking forward to that. They've all got a game in hand still as well. But finishing in the top four is definitely a possibility. 4 points behind Sheffield United. We play Swansea in the next episode. We start with 17th place Blackburn. And we've also got Sheffield Wednesday in there too in that episode. And Portsmouth in 20th. So Pompey be the one that we sim then. But for now, I guess happy enough with that month. Really? The win over Watford, the win over QPR, draw against Bolton would have been nice to get a positive result from. And, well, I think the less we say about that Peterborough game, the better. But should hopefully be a decent haul of points again in the next episode. And then Southampton, Leicester, Brentford after that. We're lucky if we get anything from that particular one. Before we head into the January transfer window, of course, where things certainly will take a turn again, as we will be looking to spend some money in that particular window. But that's all for today's episode. Thank you very much for watching. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss out on any more. And I'll see you tomorrow.